Say it again.
What's Spencer Brown like? His personality.
He's a character. He's a huge personality guy. He shows it on the football field. He runs around. He's just like a atomic bomb. Like he just is ready to explode at any time.
How does that help you guys on the football field too?
Good. It just keeps that over positive killer be killed swagger like on the field, and Spencer's just like one of those guys, but he's a young pup, and he's just out there just throwing his body around and not caring and just being reckless, which is exactly what football is.
What TV character would you compare him to?
Probably like the Juggernaut. Yeah.
What have you seen in the relationship that Stefon and Josh have developed over the course, since he got here?
Yeah. Well, that's a good question. I would say, it's like, and of course brothers. Like they are a tight connection duo, and ever since Diggs has got here, like he's been open up to learning and just learning guys in the locker room, and particularly Josh, and it's showing. Like they go out to dinner, they play like Call of Duty, they joke like all day, they have their handshakes every day, and that little chemistry that they've been building over time, it's just popping now on the game field.
And when Stefon when Stefon sometimes goes to Josh during the game to try to calm him if he's a little anxious or searching for something, what does that say about the confidence that Josh has in listening to Stefon?
It's just trust. It just built trust, and anytime that a quarterback has full trust in another player, it's a special sight, and that's exactly what those two have.
Yeah, and every week obviously a new challenge, but is there anything offensively you can build off of in terms of momentum as we kind of head into the second half of the season?
Yeah, just trying to be as consistent as possible, and when good things happen on the football field, everybody gets juiced up. So positive plays leads to positive outcomes, and anytime guys like Bees or Diggs or E or anybody is doing positive things on the football field, it juices up the entire team, and we feed off of all that positive juice, and it helps us with making special plays and scoring touchdowns.
Does Diggs' juice bring you guys even more fire? He's a fiery guy in general. We know how he can maybe be vocal and stuff like that. But when he's rolling in the way he was this past weekend, does that really feed to you guys even more?
Yeah, like anytime Diggs gets in his little moods, or in his little over competitive moods that you can automatically see immediately, we know it's gonna be a good day. And for any player, it's hard to be that all of the time. And when Diggs comes out, and we know that Diggs is fired up, we always know that it'll be a special day. And not to say when he's not juiced that's a bad thing, because even on his off day, he's still on a great day. But when he's at his peak, he's definitely at his peak, and it feeds everybody.
Is that something you saw Sunday?
Definitely, I seen it. Everybody took that game personal. We had to get back on our demeanor, on our track, and everybody was in the right mindset.
Why is getting off to a fast start so beneficial for this team?
Just juice. We are a huge juice team and energy team, and anytime you can get that first punch in on opponent, it's always a positive.
Yeah, the Colts are known as a pretty physical team. Is that something that you mentally want to get up to match, and maybe even match it early in the game?
This is the NFL. Every team is physical. Every team is good. The Colts started off 1-4, and now they're what 5-5. So that shows more than anything that they are a disciplined group. They play well, and they know each other very personally on that football field, and they know what it takes to win. So we just have to have our best foot forward and do what we do well, and that's worry about us and play Buffalo Bills ball.
Is it almost more I guess, are you more impressed by a team that does that than maybe a team that rolls in 7-2, where everything's going right? To see a team like the Colts to be able to dig themselves
Yeah.
out, and how do you expect a different challenge that way when you play a team like that?
Like absolutely. Like it's definitely more impressive in my eyes for a team to start off 1-4 and then turn around and win what, like 4 games straight. In this league, it's extremely hard to win, and for a team to do it 4 weeks in a row, it's very impressive, and it just shows just the swagger that those guys have, and we know what we're up against.
How much better do you feel like this offense can get?
Yeah.
Where can this offense go?
I mean, like we can go wherever and we want, but we just have to focus on us, and we are the only people that can stop us from going where we want to go, and that's just to say that we are our biggest opponent. We can't beat ourselves. We can't drop the football. We can't give up sacks. We can't have like penalties, and we can't beat ourselves. And as soon as we get over that baby hump, you know, life is good.
When you go through struggles in year 5, you have a bad game.
Yeah.
Is it easier because of how many starts you have in this league to pick up and make the adjustments, or because you've had so much success in this league, is it harder?
You might think it would be easier, but in a way, like personally for myself, I think it's harder because like like when you go through growing your person and creating your picture of what type of player you are, and then things go bad, and then you start to doubt, like, dang, like, am I getting old? Like, what's going on? Like, am I losing it? Am I getting like comfortable, or am I just not it? And I would say mentally that is more of that battle, which is harder than you might think should be easier. But I would say it's never easy, and I wish it was easier, but it isn't.
How much of a test, or to answer the question that you guys had after Jacksonville, the offensive line,
Yeah.
to bounce back in the Meadowlands the way that you guys did? What does that say about your guys' unit as a whole?
I really like wouldn't even call it like bouncing back. I would just call it us focusing more on ourselves and really putting our like foot down of who we are. And it just shows that this is a week-to-week league, and you can have your best performance and lose. You can have your best performance and win, and it's a week-to-week league. And like we just had our best foot forward, and we just put our minds to it, and we got to win.